Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's Ryan here from Ram Gaming. Alright, today I will be starting off my first post to the channel and as well as the start of my big project. So I'm kind of going to do a tale of the UK through Total War as a franchise. So what I'll be doing, I'll be playing, starting off as Rome, and I'll be building the Roman Empire, going up into Britannia and doing that. Then I'm going to play as Attila, as the Saxons, and conquer Britannia, again forming that Anglo-Saxon faction. Then I'm going to play in Charlemagne as Mercia and play there, and then I will go into Medieval 2. I'll probably play a modded version of Medieval 2, like the stainless steel mod, and play as England. Then I will go into Empire, playing as England, and then finally Napoleon, playing as England. So that's my big project. So we're going to start here as Rome. Perks is playing as Rome. We get plus 10 movement range for armies, plus 2 recruitment in all slots, which means my armies can move faster and I can recruit more troops for my armies. I'll be playing as the House of Julii, as they were the ones that kind of made Gaius Julius Caesar, who became the first emperor of Rome. And playing as that family, we get Barbarian Subduers, which we get plus 15 melee attack against barbarians, and plus 6 to cultural conversion, which means when we're playing against these barbarians in Gaul and Germania and Britannia, we'll do more damage and we'll be able to convert them to the Latin culture faster. So we're just going to get right into it. I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, so you can kind of see our mission here right now is to capture 2 settlements, or 2 provinces, not settlements, and we'll get some money for that. So, kind of the game plan right now is we're going to defeat the Etruscan League, obviously, and then we're going to head north into northern Italy, secure that, and then head south, eventually take out Syracuse, and begin the war with Carthage, finishing off them here and here, getting Magna Graecia, and then what is this, Corsica at Sardinia, and then eventually going into taking Carthage itself. But if you look down in the lower map, the general plan is going to be to go up through Gaul here, and then into Britannia. And then while we're doing that, we'll probably also expand elsewhere, but that's going to be the main push. Alright, so let's get into it. So we own 4 cities here. 2 of them are walled. 2 ports. These 2. And then, so we're going to move our general into the city just to help with morale, public order. Here we're going to build a farm. In Rome, we will get started on the public forum, as well as a Nipular barracks. Alright, spy, we will send up here. Alright, I've played this game a couple times now, so I kind of know that this army's here, but oh well. My spy found him. We're going to start establishing a spy network just to increase her skill as well. We'll attack them in a minute here. Just finish the rest of this. We're going to put the Navy in patrol stance just to lessen piracy in the region. So, gotta start learning a technology. We'll do that so we can get champions. Just a heads up, I am playing with some mods, mostly the Radius mod, or all the Radius mods, as well as a lot of unit expansion packs, which I found to be at least balanced. So I don't have any super powered units, or Sparta doesn't have any super powered units or any faction. It's all balanced, as well as some mods to make the Blood and Gore mod more visible in battle. Alright, so we're gonna We're going to start here against the Thunderbolts of the 9. Alright, as this is the first battle, even though we're predicted to win by a lot, I am going to just fight this just because it's the first battle. Just look at the stats here. Alright, we're going to try and get a draw. There we go. Alright. So, first thing we're going to do is send our skirmishers in, followed by our Histadi, then our general. Very standard. This looking just three straight lines, I guess, if you want to count the general as a line. So, very basic, simple. For those of you that haven't played the Total War franchise at all, I strongly recommend it. It's one of my favorites. It's a real-time strategy as well as turn-based. Just covers all the basics. What else? Well, this is... Alright, so... Here they kind of are moving up. They have Levy Skirmishers as well as Italian Spearmen, and then their General's unit, which is Italian Noble Infantry, which are, I think, very heavy spearmen, I think. These are just heavy spearmen. And then we have heavy melee infantry, and then some very light missile infantry, as well as a medium command. So... little bit of everything. Just kind of move everyone up, make sure everyone moves up together, or else like it ends badly generally. You want to make sure everyone is supported and able to help each other out, so you can respond to different things faster. Okay, they're just out of range, so this will be a good place to get my army kind of lined up. Take a look at the tactical map here. Guy's taking forever. Take a look at our general, who I think this is him. I think this is him right here, in the middle. Lucius Labio. Just so you, in case you're curious, I am playing at the highest settings for graphics, as well as huge or ultra, whatever the highest unit scale is for that. We're just going to chase down the skirmishers here with our general and outflank their infantry with our own skirmishers. So don't get too close. Alright, so you can see we're behind them, so they are not facing us, so they're going to take a lot of casualties from our missile troops. I don't want to charge my general in because he'll take fire from our own troops, and so we're going to try and prevent that as often as possible. See, their numbers are starting to drop pretty fast. Their general fled. Get those guys out of there, stop them from firing, and we won. So, pretty easy battle. Alright, and we're gonna kill their captives just because we can. General leveled up as well as our army. Alright. So, make them formidable fighters. And then he's going to be a commander. We'll make him a commander. Go back to, we're going to change the name here to Legio of the Ram. Forgot caps lock was on. There we go. Legio of the Ram. Perfect. We're gonna make our general here up to a Inquisitor, which just, he operates a little better around the map, has a little more bonuses and buffs to him. Alright, and we will end the turn. In case if I forgot that I already said this, but I'm going to say it again, I will be editing out all of the loading screens just because it takes a while, and I'd rather fill that time with actual content than just loading. Alright, so our agent's been exposed. I don't really care. Syracuse and Carthage are at war. We actually somewhat care about that, just because that will affect who we have to fight. We're going to put these guys in normal stance. Actually, we're not going to get that close. We're going to recruit 2 more ships, just in case they try and send reinforcements. Alright, and now we're going to go attack Wallachia. I'm going to try and pronounce most of these names. If I do butcher them completely, please don't be too mad, especially if you live there. Alright, because this is completely in our favor, we're just going to auto-resolve. No real point in fighting it. We won, big surprise. Lost 18 men, so we're just going to occupy it. He leveled up again. We're going to get a Field of Mars here, and we're going to start getting like an auxiliary barracks. What are we going to do in the south here? In the south, we're also going to get an auxiliary camp going up here. We're going to get the next level for Neapolis, just because it gives us a little more food. We'll wait here. I'm going to send my spy around just to see what's going on at Armenium. What their stuff is. So, slightly bigger garrison here. Don't know why though. Oh, I suppose a small garrison because of the vineyard. Alright, actually not a lot to do this turn. We can go check out diplomacy. Other guys on the channel, Max and Alex. Max right now is doing a Let's Play of The Binding of Isaac. It's a pretty fun looking game. I suggest you look into it. Alex, we really don't know. He's going to be doing whatever he wants. There's like I said in our intro video, we're gonna just do whatever we feel like. So I don't know what he's gonna do, but all right, Athens, you're gonna be like that, fine. Everyone just generally doesn't like us right now, so don't know if we're gonna get that much trade right now. Which is kind of unfortunate, but oh well. Alright, so we kind of discovered a couple more tribes here in the north who we're eventually gonna have to fight. But for now, I'm happy. Gotta upgrade the general. Make him a general. Okay, ending the turn. So if you haven't seen our intro video, what I kind of said was in the beginning here, we're going to be posting pretty randomly basically whenever we have time. Because we're all freshmen in college right now, so we're just fitting this in with our classes and social lives. And hopefully in the future we'll get a schedule together and post videos somewhat regularly. But until then, it's gonna be pretty sporadic. There might be some time periods where there's a lot, and then there might be like a dry spell where we don't post that much. So we're gonna get the amphitheater here. Gonna start building towards the Colosseum of Rome. Actually, pretty content down there. I'm going to get a military wharf in Naples just to build somewhat of a decent navy, because historically you needed that to take on Carthage. I don't think we really need to, but it'll be something beneficial to have. Alright, spy. We are going to try and sabotage, poison their wells. Please don't die. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Well, she didn't die, and so I consider that a win. And she leveled up. So that was a win. That was a win. I will happily take that. I am actually going to raise another army. Who's good? We're gonna take this guy out. So yeah, as you can see, because of these mods, like it gives a couple more generals units, but we're gonna. We will give him some legatas. This is just to help with public order while I'm moving this army around. Alright, next turn we will attack Armenium. I could do it this turn, but I want to give my spy another chance to poison the wells, basically. Hopefully in the beginning here, turns will move kind of fast because there's not that much stuff to do, but later on, this can start to take a long time for turns to pass, as I have more and more stuff to do. Got a celebration going on, so we're gonna, for 4 turns, we're gonna have plus to wealth and then public order, which is actually just what we need right now. Alright, so I'm going to get a Shrine of Jupiter just because once I have all of Italia, I'm going to get the, tax harvesting, and so this will give this a bonus just because I want to kind of make Italia my main source of finances and being able to turn out armies really fast. So, alright, let's see what our spy can do now that she's leveled up a little bit. And she was successful. Awesome. Let's see what she did. She leveled up again. One of the things I have on right now is that agents and armies level up faster, but this mod works for not just me, but the AI as well. So it's balanced that way, but it just allows me to get generals to a higher level before they die. Because in vanilla, that's a big issue, is generals tend to just die of old age before you can get them to a good enough level where they're really useful to you. Alright, and we're gonna fight this. Actually, wait. Do I have enough? We're gonna find out. I might get a mercenary here. We're gonna get these mercenary treeses or whatever. Female gladiators, basically, just to go in, kill people, and die. It's kind of their job. Alright, we will start right away, because, yeah. This is a pretty generic, port, village setup. Most you'll find as you play, like, other than a couple, I think, like, Rome is one, and Antioch, and Alexandria. Most of the settlements tend to be pretty generic, but it's alright. Just something you gotta deal with. Actually, so this is gonna be our main force here. They're gonna punch in through this side and circle around, take them out. But then over here, we're gonna send in our gladiators. Let's just take a look at them real quick. So they're pretty awesome. They can just tear through stuff. They can't take a lot of damage, but they dish out a lot, so kind of a glass cannon unit. Alright, send them in first. There. Support, If you're gonna play this game, I can't stress it enough. Even if you're playing on an easy difficulty or whatever, it's always good to support your units. Just because they can handle situations better if they're not by themselves. If you leave them all alone, then, like, if you play online against people, they're just going to tear you apart. Because they're going to see, oh, you have one unit all by itself, there's nothing to help it. They can just pull it apart with multiple units, and there's nothing you can do. And they'll slowly just tear your army apart like that. So it's important to support everything, always. Just have him run in there. My general can walk. He doesn't need to run in. There he is right there with his little red cape. Little feathers. It's a pretty cool looking helmet, actually. Alright, a little bit about myself here, guys. So, I'm a freshman in college right now. I'm a double major in history and classic civilizations. I'm toying around with a minor. I might do like a medieval studies minor, or I might just do something completely weird like art, or I don't know, graphic design, or geology, or ballet. I don't know. I could do anything really. I mean, why not? I'm here. I'm paying thousands of dollars to be here. Might as well have fun. Alright. Send my guys in. Don't see anyone yet, but wow, there's a couple over here. So in the event that they don't run into anyone over there, then these guys will perform or be the hammer of my, or the anvil of my army. Well, these guys over here are the hammer. They're starting to shoot at my general. Really need these guys to run. Alright. So we see there's a little more here, which I suspect as much. they're all kind of coming. We're going to continue with these Hastati and just push against these spearmen. These guys. Bring them around like that. And just kind of envelop them right now is the plan. You can see they have a lot of cavalry in there. So I'm going to pull off a unit here just to really make sure I bottleneck this pass. I don't really want anyone getting through. And this will expose, you can see here, the AI kind of left its skirmishers in a pretty vulnerable position. So we can kind of exploit that. I'm going to try and rush my general around to get these guys as well before they can do any real damage. Actually, I'm going to send my gladiators in here just to kind of hit their general. So the units have these like special, almost want to say powers that they can use. So these will just really help them in combat. You can see it's going to make them tire faster, but I'm not too worried about that. Like I said, I don't care if they really die, because that's kind of why I bought them. See, we're winning over here. Generals around to attack their skirmishers. I want you guys attacking those guys. We're attacking their skirmishers. In theory. There we go. General got a good charge on their slingers over here, so basically there are three types of skirmishers. There's slingers, javelins, and then archers. Slingers deal the least amount of damage but have the longest range. Javelins, shortest amount of range, most amount of damage. And archers fall somewhere in the middle, depending on where they are geographically. Like, Eastern archers tend to be better just because of the composite bow, as well as they had a higher Eastern cultures tended to put a higher amount of value to archers than Western cultures did. So here we go. So you can see my gladiators are exhausted, and they're losing decisively, but that's fine with me. Now our skirmishers are in a good position where they can really just light these guys up. Send my general over here. We'll do some rear charges on this little body. Free up these two units to swing around and hit their main group of forces in the rear. Right, there you go. Starting to fire into them. You can see they're steady, but it's not great. They've lost well over half. And so yeah. Alright, so we're charging our general, popping, rally, second wind, inspire. Just really try and break this body of troops right now. My gladiators are pretty much done for. but we're gonna pop their abilities since they've recharged and just try and get everything we can out of them. I didn't expect for them to last. I don't really want them to last. They're kind of an expensive unit to keep. I just wanted them kind of to show them off. You can kind of see some of the kills here as I get in close. Just get this out of the way. You can see we're killing our own men here, kind of. You can see kind of see the whole javelins flying in. That was everyone, so we won that. Should have paid a little more attention over here, but I just wanted to get in close. I'll try and get a little more cinematic. Kind of. Alright, you can see we just wreck their figure here on the battle, which is pretty awesome. I love that animation. Well, all the animations they do. So we lost our gladiators, but like I said, they killed 140 men. Other than this one unit which killed 203 men. And our general who killed 205 men. They were the most successful, and I consider them worth the money I spent on them and threw away, basically. So I didn't really throw it away. General leveled up again, as did our army. Alright. So, we could do Conquerors, Unrelenting Force, Dread Ambushers, Defense, Peacekeepers, Artillery. We're gonna go with Conquerors, just for now. General, we want him to be good at infantry. He's already somewhat good at his, cunning is good, so might add more to that. So he's pretty good. He's a solid general right now. We have no money this turn. Alright. So I think I'm going to end it this turn, guys. We will pick back up pretty soon here in the future. So can't wait to do more of this with you. This has been Ryan with Ram Gaming, signing off.